At over 80,000 people, Parma is the 7th largest city in the state of Ohio. Parma, Italy is more than twice that size and boasts the Parma Panthers, a perennial Italian Bowl contender. That was just one of the stops Justin Feldkip and Mason Lowry made today as we get closer and closer to Saturday's Kickoff Classic to the 2023 IFL season. Florence Guelfi taking on the Varese Scorpions Saturday at noon live from Italy right here on BCSN.
Another day, another city here in Italy. We are currently in Ferrara, Italy. Earlier today, Mason, we were in Parma, the city where the Parma Panthers play. We saw their great stadium, a beautiful facility that's also shared with the local rugby team. But with that Parma team, we were impressed with the 3 American import players, but also their new first-year head coach, Brian McKitty.
Yeah, Brian, a really fascinating guy. In fact, he could be a Dos Equis pitchman as the most interesting man in the world. Continental guy. He's played all over Europe. This is his first head coaching job, though, as he approaches 40. He's a defensive-minded coach. It's going to be really interesting to see how he takes over a veteran team and an organization that's had a lot of success in the IFL. They've won multiple Italian Bowl titles. They'll be projected to be there come the end of the season.
Yeah, and I remember he told me that this is a team and an organization in the IFL you just don't say no to. They reached out, and he said it took about an hour and a half to decide that Parma was the place that he wanted to be. Speaking of Parma and the cultural and the food and everything else that we got to experience in today's visit, you see the 600-year-old buildings, 700-year-old buildings, 1,000-year-old cathedrals, and then you get the food experience. We also tasted some gelato, ice cream on the streets of Parma.
Absolutely. It was a wonderful experience. What was so neat about it was we got to walk all over the city center and experience all this history with the 3 young American players and the young American head coach. These guys, fresh out of college, newly in Italy, they've only been here for a few weeks. We're kind of experiencing it for the first or second time along with them. A really, really marvelous thing. It's a great group of guys. Going to be fun to watch them over the course of the year.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see how they can gel in the early preseason portion as we approach week 1 of the season, because that could then lead to success on the field and then possibly a trip to the Glass Bowl in Toledo on July 1st. For Mason, I'm Justin. Back to you guys in the studio.